Title: The Last Episode. In the dark corners of the internet, there existed a legend about a cult classic sitcom called Life at the End of the World. The show, which had a brief run in the late 90s, was known for its dark humor and relatable characters. It was a beloved staple for those who caught it during its short tenure, but it mysteriously vanished without a proper ending, leaving fans in dismay and conspiracy theories in its wake. Some said the final episodes were too controversial, others claimed they were lost forever. A group of dedicated fans, determined to uncover the truth, formed an online forum called Lost Episodes. Drew, an aspiring filmmaker and die-hard fan, joined in hopes of spotlighting the show's ambiguous legacy. He carried an obsession deep within him, the idea that these missing episodes could shed light on unfinished storylines and mysterious character arcs. Their conversation consisted of theories, clips, and, occasionally, whispers of a fabled unaired episode that purportedly haunted anyone who dared to watch it. One evening, Drew stumbled upon a post claiming that someone had uncovered an old VHS tape containing the forbidden episode. The user, going by the name Cursed Rerun, promised viewers that the episode was unlike anything ever aired. With heart racing, Drew clicked on the link, which led him to a dimly lit website filled with creepy visuals and ominous warnings. The video player flickered to life, and he reluctantly pressed play. The episode began with its familiar theme song, but unsettlingly warped, as if the audio had been manipulated. Drew felt a chill dance on his skin as the laughter of a live audience echoed eerily. The camera cut to the main character, Charlie, who looked significantly older than in previous seasons. The once bright and optimistic outlook of the show seemed to have been drained from the character, his expressions telling a story of despair and dread. "Welcome back to life at the end of the world," he grimaced, erasing any semblance of the cheerful charisma that made him beloved. As the absurdity of the plot unfolded, it grew increasingly twisted. Charlie, along with his hapless friends, navigated encounters with bizarre creatures and unexplained happenings. Drew's laughter turned to unsettled silence when the characters began experiencing horrifying flashes of their demise. They laughed at their misfortunes, but there was an underlying sense of terror that felt all too real. Charlie kept breaking the fourth wall, staring directly into the camera, almost as if sensing Drew's presence. Hours seemed to stretch as Drew watched, glued to the screen, heart racing. In a particularly disquieting scene, a character abruptly turned to the camera and screamed, "This isn't supposed to happen. We're stuck." The lights around Drew began to flicker ominously, but he dismissed it as a mere coincidence, fixated on the eerie episode unfolding before his eyes. Then, without warning, the play button froze, the screen distorting into warped images of faces twisted in anguish. Drew's heart thundered as static consumed his senses, the once light atmosphere replaced by an overwhelming sense of dread. The background sound shifted into a cacophony of screams intermingled with garbled voices that ebbed and flowed. Charlie's voice pierced through, clear yet distorted. "You shouldn't have watched this. You're cursed." Panic gripped Drew as he instinctively tried to turn off the video, but nothing responded. It felt as though the room closed in on him, the walls throbbing with a life of their own. The screens flickered to show different scenes from the show, all depicting characters butchering each other with knives, laughter mingling with horror. When the screen finally went black, Drew gasped for breath. Still shaken, he rushed to shut off his computer and crawl into bed, hoping to shake off the darkness that had seeped into his soul. Days turned into sleepless nights. The laughter from the episode echoed relentlessly in his mind, and shadows around his room began to play tricks on his sanity. In the hallways, he swore he heard whispers calling his name, beckoning him, reminding him of a world that coexisted with his own. One fateful night, Drew awoke to find Charlie standing at the foot of his bed, staring at him with hollow eyes. "You're one of us now," the character prophesied, the once familiar warmth twisted into something frightening. To Drew's horror, the walls began to bleed with static and bright colors, morphing into the imaginary set of his once beloved show. With every Sunday night that passed, the laughter grew louder. Drew realized all too late that he had entered the world of Life at the End of the World, destined to play the same cruel role in an endless repeat of the last episode, standing frozen beneath the high lights, just another victim of the show's dark humor. Perhaps the legend was true. It was never about the missing episodes, it was about those who dared to find them.